In most countries, big cities are where the action is. England is known for the theaters, towers, and bridges of London, while anyone stopping by Japan has to experience the electric atmosphere in Tokyo for at least a day. For the most part, these famous cities exist as a heart of commerce or as the seat of a country's government. They're incredibly important because of the economy that has sprung up around them as they developed. In the southeastern country of Myanmar, there's a city that's 6 times larger than New York City, and yet somehow very few people have heard of it. If you're wondering how such a place could exist, you aren't alone. The history of the city of Naypyidaw is unlike anything you've ever heard or seen before. It's the capital of Myanmar, formerly Burma, and it's developed to hold enough people to fill 120 Manhattans. However, there's something seriously unsettling about this massive city. Up until 10 years ago, the capital of Myanmar was Yangon, also known as Rangoon. Then, out of the blue and with no explanation, the government decided to abandon it for the city of Naypyidaw, a decision that baffled many. Naypyidaw is one of the strangest cities on earth. Although it has the space to hold more than 1 million people, this giant and new metropolis is almost completely abandoned. Some might actually call it a ghost town. When the government made the decision to move the location of its capital building, many people were baffled. Naypyidaw was a strange choice because even if you had lived in Myanmar your entire life, chances are you didn't even know where Naypyidaw was. Stranger still, nobody knows when construction began on the new capital or who exactly built the wide highways and large imposing buildings. Before the city existed, the land was just miles of unsettled jungle. And since Myanmar is run by a strict military regime, those questions may never be answered. The capital city is completely off limits to Westerners. The only photographs that exist are those taken by government officials or approved tourists from other nations. There are very few residents and only a few government workers are seen out and about each day. It's a strange thing indeed to drive down the city's wide streets and see the sprawling, beautiful homes and know that they too are empty. The entire town actually has Wi-Fi, but it's rarely used since the restaurants and hotels operate with barely any customers. So if you're looking for incredible download speeds, this could be the place for you to visit. If you can convince them to let you inside, that is. Naypyidaw cost billions of dollars to build, and its streets were designed to hold high volumes of traffic, but it exists today as a virtual wasteland. In fact, it's far more common to see people walking down these highways instead of driving down them. The government of Myanmar claims that the city's population is 924,000, but these photographs tell a different story. Rumors have been flying for years about Naypyidaw's true history and purpose, including whispers of a series of secret underground tunnels. But as long as access is forbidden to outsiders, we'll never know for sure what goes on in this mysterious deserted city. Until something changes, we're all left to imagine what's really going on in this haunting setting. This is just nuts. Who had any idea that a place like this existed, let alone that it was supposed to be the capital of a pretty major